Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Monday.com. For those who don't know, Monday.com is a team management tool, and boy, oh boy, were we in need of what they offer. Whether you're a small team of 3 like us or a massive Fortune 500 company, Monday.com will help boost productivity and collaboration. I personally love the colorful labels. Mine's purple, by the way, and they usually read something like, Jared, go to lunch, or Jared, do some work or something. In all honesty, Monday.com helps us stay on track. For more information or to sign up, head on over to bit.ly/FroMonday. First up, if you're a millennial who loves shooting film for a quick minute but finally realized the error of your ways and that film is truly dead,
that is better.
Well, there's a new camera for you to try out. Introducing the Etches Snap, the world's first etch-a-sketch camera, and guess what? It's amazing! Self-taught programmer Martin Fitzpatrick used a Raspberry Pi Zero to power his new camera. Basically, how it works is you take a picture, it gets processed down to a massive 240 by 144 pixel, 1-bit black and white line drawing. Then it runs through some programs where the drawing is translated into plotter commands, which then get processed, and then there's more.
I want some more.
Then 2 5-volt stepper motors physically turn the Etch-a-Sketch wheels, and bam! An hour later, you have a perfect representation of your photo. I can only imagine what it would look like with me and my hair, Steven. Yep, it takes roughly an hour depending on how detailed the original photo is, but my question is, does it let me send the image to Instagram when it's done? Because if it doesn't, I don't want it, and the millennials won't want it either. If you'd like to try and build one of these yourself, Fitzpatrick has published directions for you to follow. I will not be building one, but maybe you have more patience than me. What's next? A light bright camera? Light bright.
Light bright.
Something, something.
Magic of
something, something.
lights.
That was right? Remember a few weeks back when I reported on the new Huawei P30 smartphone that houses 4 different cameras? One thing I didn't mention is that Huawei teamed up with Leica to co-engineer the quad camera system. Now my question to you, Steven, is, are they a part of the
Mount Alliance?
No! Oh, I take it back then. That means the market for this new cell phone has shifted to only include doctors and lawyers. And I kid, don't sue me or cut off my fingers, you doctors or lawyers. Actually, the point of this story is not to make fun of doctors and lawyers for buying Leicas. It's actually because we now know who makes the CMOS image sensors inside of the phone. Steven, drum roll please. Pentax!
Fool you!
That's right, Sony. Sony makes the sensors. EE Times published a teardown of the P30 Pro where they discovered Sony sensors inside. They didn't discover Intel inside. Bing, 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 bong. They said the new smartphone literally has 4 cameras. They include a main camera plus cameras for wide angle, time of flight, and a periscope view. All 4 use Sony CMOS image sensors. How insane is that? Sony has their sensors in pretty much everything, from Nikon cameras to iPhones to other camera manufacturers and probably 100 other devices we know nothing about. But they don't have sensors for eyes. But that would be cool. Sony, work on eye sensors for blind people. Let's not forget the fact they also put their sensors in their own cameras. Is anyone else thinking what I'm thinking right now?
What are you thinking?
Steven, I'm thinking about Morimoto. You know, dinner. Oh wait, right. I'm thinking Sony is going to
Try to take over the world.
in the next few years. Who's the winner of the Megafrog camera giveaway? Because everybody keeps asking. Well, it's this guy. This guy's the winner. Let's all give congratulations to Ben Nelson on his new camera. I will be posting a video call I had with Ben in the near future. And finally, did Nikon make a typo in a recent video, or was it a Freudian slip? A Freudian slip, for those who don't know, is a noun defined as an unintentional error regarded as revealing subconscious feelings. Like,
I'm gay! Not that there's anything wrong with that.
a Nikon Rumors reader pointed out the discrepancy at 1:37 of a new Nikon Z7 8K time-lapse video that's posted on Nikon USA's official YouTube channel. On the screen is typed AFS Nikkor 200mm f2e FLED VR. Is this simply a typo or a sign of a future f-mount lens? lens. I reached out to Nikon PR for comment, and 12 hours later, I got a reply that said, and I quote, "The 200mm lens featured in the Earth, Wind, and Inspire 8K time-lapse is the current AFS Nikkor 200mm f2G ED VR2. We apologize for any confusion."
Bullshit.
Now, I thought long and hard about this mistake, and I also call bullshit. Now, here's why. The old lens has a G after the f2, and the typo says E. There's no FL anywhere to be found in the 200 f2, and they left out the 2, Roman numeral 2, after the VR. And why would they be using an older 200 f2 anyway? Because the newer one is much sharper. Now, let's look at the new 70-200 2.8 EFLED VR. We all thought that lens should have been called the VR Roman numeral 3, but Nikon dropped the number after VR and added FL as well as the E. So in my judgment, I think Nikon has a new 200mm f2 f-mount waiting in the wings. Now, the reason it's not a Z lens is probably because they've been working on this lens for 5 years and finally are gonna put it out. Would have been good to see a Z lens be a 200mm f2, but we may have to wait for Canon to put out a 200 f2 RF. Now, I see what Nikon PR is saying, but I don't believe it. What do you think? Is this a typo or is it a Freudian slip?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Let me know down below. And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.